have them alternating the order. Michael Essa will be leading as Ryan Cotto gives chase. Here we go, initiating the bank. Wow, look at Cotto just pouring it on. Man, I swear he is halfway into that wall. Are you kidding me? Tapping the wall. That would be, as they say in the rap world, swag. Unbelievable. Woo! Michael Essa's ultimate drift machine. Wow, Ryan, I mean, just, we have to look at this again, obviously.
Well, what we demonstrated in last run is that Michael Essa absolutely could chase down Ryan Cotto on the bank. Ryan Cotto has a little bit more difficult time doing that to Michael Essa, but a high standard Michael Essa put out there going so high. Nice job on the touch and go. Ryan Cotto maintained pretty good proximity right here. Look at this angle right here, this counter steer right here by Michael Essa. Awesome. All three judges in alignment on an advantage for Michael Essa. I have to imagine that this could be a win for him.
So Ryan Cotto going to the judges. Brian, Ryan, and Andy say Michael Essa, it's unanimous. Michael Essa gets the win. Here we go with our next battle. He said Von Gittin Jr. is his favorite driver. Maybe Cameron's going to bring him a little bit of a good luck charm here as Von Gittin Jr. will lead. As Dennis Mertzanis, I'm sure his heartfelt message is great, but he wants to take him out as Von Gittin Jr. putting on a drift demo right now, but Dennis Mertzanis is nowhere in the picture. Von Gittin Jr., Monster Energy, Nitto Tire, Ford Mustang RTR. Now, the way Von is currently looking, looks like he just has to finish out the rest of the run, and it's in the bag as Dennis Mertzanis shuts it down. Hagen Racing, Hankook Tires, BRE Motorsports. Here it goes for Odi Bakshis, Nexon Tires, United States Air Force, B8S14. Odi filling up that touch and go area as Conrad. A larger degree of angle to that of Odi, but now nice job saved it there. I thought he was going to park it, but reinitiates, no problem. A little bit of correction there at the end. That is the live website where you can see every round of Formula Drift competition. Here we go. Nice job by Odi Bakshi. Look at this chase job as Conrad puts down a solid lead run, but now Odi falling back. Conrad dipping a little bit of tire on the yellow. A great lead run by Conrad, but a great chase. Oh, look at that nasty flick from Conrad. Great showing by both these gentlemen. I'm really interested to see. We'll take a look at this again. From start to finish, it was strong showing, but you see a little bit of separation there from the bank to the power alley. Right?
Well, good anticipation right here by Odi Bakshi to stay right on Conrad, from the get-go. A lot of guys have been reeling guys in on the bank. Odi stays with them, but Conrad is having an amazing lead run. So much smoke up on the track. He runs right up alongside that touch and go right there. Odi maintains good proximity through the outer zone. And look at this flick by Conrad. Boom! Nice and snappy. Great job right there. The judges are giving an advantage to Odi. Looks like the majority of the run, but there is some favor.
Results are in. Brian, what do you think? Brian, Ryan, and Andy. Odi gets the win. Aramis Odi Bakshis gets the win. Osbo versus McCory. As Frederick Osbo, the Norwegian Hammer, versus Tyler the Rock McCory. We'll see how these gentlemen do battle, as they have gone against each other 3 times previously. Frederick Osbo leading every time, 100% winning average. Tyler the Rock McCory would like to change things up here as Osbo transitions through. Nice, oh, and McCory shuts it down. Osbo in a plume of smoke, rips past the finish line. A 0 or given a 0, nobody wants to win that. But now McCory gonna try to put down a solid lead run. He's hoping that behind him, the Norwegian Hammer fumbles, potentially messes up as McCory throwing it down. Volvo 1 GoPro on Hankook Tires, Chevrolet Camaro as Osbo navigates through all Hankook Tires smoke on track. Hankook Tires be one with it. As Tyler rips it around, falling back is Osbo a little bit there. And here are the results. Let's go to the judges. Brian, Ryan, and Andy, and it's unanimous. Frederick Osbo gets the win. Our next battle, Yoshioka Pollock. Who's it gonna be? Yoshioka, man, he took out Daigo Saito, or Daigo Saito took himself out. Maybe he's kind of the giant killer. Can he take out Justin Pollock? Yoshioka pouring it on here in the BRZ. Oh! Saving it was Yoshioka. I have to think, Ryan, with Yoshioka leading and Pollock being that close, he let him off course. I don't think Pollock will be deducted. The way he's been running it, I don't know if that's definitely going to happen, but crazier things have happened. Here we go. Send it. Nice job by JTP, running his own game right now. Looks like it's a checkmate there for JTP, filling it out, navigating through the chicane as Yoshioka navigates through the Falcon Tire smoke. Here are the results. Going to the judges, Brian, Ryan, and Andy. And it looks like, yes, JTP, Justin Pollock, gets the win. Looking into the sun, man. They're on this bank, they're initiating, they're going in and out of the sun. Not only track conditions, but actually the vision. So here we go. Matt Field, CX Racing from San Jose, California. Black Tracks, Max Tire. Robin Ishida, Achilles for 80 Toyota Sora. Look at these gentlemen ripping into. Oh, doctor, look at that. Exploding his wing. The boo goats go flying. Matt Field re-enters the picture. It is a complete pinata of fiberglass video game winglets. Here we go, let's alternate the order. Robbie Nishida's going to lead. Matt Field's gonna give chase. Robbie Nishida pulling away. Oh no. And not only is his wing scuffed, but now the side of the car. Nishida off to the races. As Nishida goes through the course. No problem for him. And then here comes Chris Forsberg, a drifter from start to finish, even drifting his own lawnmower. Here we go, Matt Powers is going to lead. Chris Forsberg giving chase. An early initiation by Chris Forsberg, tapping the wall, now pouring it back on as Matt Powers bring it to that touch and go zone, coming into the power alley. Chris Forsberg, a bit of a correction there, coming into the power alley, now lunging forward wheel to wheel against Powers, diving in next to him, now transitioning around. Oh, and look at this! Powers and Forsberg. This is, Andy, you talked about it. Andy, you talked about it. I mean, that seems to be such an easy clip, and they're gripping up. They're gripping up and just cutting it tight. Ryan, let's look at the sense replay.
Yeah, let's watch Chris on initiation. A little bit of an uncharacteristic mistake right there as he taps the ball. He gets right back on it. It was visible. It wasn't extreme. And then as we come off into the power alley, you can see right here, nice job by Matt Powers going wide. Chris Forsberg, a little bit of a bobble right there. And then the biggest part of the run, I think, in terms of Matt Powers' mistakes was right here. As you can see, he just goes a little bit too inside and almost comes straight right there. There was still a little bit of angle on the.
So here we go. Forsberg will lead now this run, and Matt Powers will give chase. Let's see how these gentlemen do. Chris Forsberg with the VK56, the V8 out of the Nissan Titan or Armada. Forsberg pouring on. Look at the degree of angle that Forsberg has coming into the power alley. Good transition for Forsberg as Powers dives in wheel to wheel. Look at the angle from Forsberg. Powers is right there. A clean run all the way through for Forsberg. Crazy thing here as you saw. Let's take a look at this again. You see Forsberg initiate way early. I mean, the K&N Filters banner is where they want them to initiate. Matt Powers was right there, up in his business. But look at how close both these gentlemen are. Hopping into the power alley. Nice job, good transition. And Forsberg, you saw him power through the last clipping point. All right, well, here we go. Going to the judges, Chris Forsberg, Matt Powers. Who's it going to be? Brian, Ryan, and Andy. Chris Forsberg, Ryan Lantagne says. Oh, one more time from Andy Yan. Ryan Lantagne says. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Matt Powers, unfortunately, the Fat Lace K-Tech V8 S14 is knocked out. The Turbo Bike, Garrett Gearheads under the hood of the GSR Autosports BMW. Darren McNamara initiates into the bank. Nice job by D-Mac. Essa definitely needs to be closer. Oh, and shallowing up is Essa. Essa now transitioning. He's going to reel him in. Kind of overshooting the back end of his car. Loses grip and just slips past. Oh, and D-Mac shuts it down. Darren McNamara A huge one, a massive one. These gentlemen have met up 3 times before, with Von Gint Jr. taking the 2 to Odi Bakshis's 1. So we'll see, can Odi take out the Mr. Ready to Rock as Von Gint Jr. initiates. Odi Bakshis hanging tough back there in that Ditto tire smoke. Navigating through it, no problem. Now, Von Gint Jr. Nice job by both these gentlemen. Oh, look at this! Whoa! Von Gint Jr. just hit the pause button real quick and then alternating the order. Odi Bakshis, United States Air Force Nexon Tires, S14. Von Gint Jr., Monster Energy, Ditto Tire, Ford Mustang RTR. Odi, nice job on the bank. Like to see more angle from entering the power alley. A fluid transition. Now around that final clip, Vaughn applying the pressure. As Odi, again, a lot of these guys have problems just finish it all the way out, but here we go. Brian, Ryan, and Andy, let's go to the judges. Brian says one more time. Andy says Odi Bakshis, and Ryan Lantain says one more time. They're going one more time. All right, here we go. Osbo, JTP, this is it. Our next battle, we're on the other side of the bracket. Osbo, whoa, JTP, oh. Holy cow. JTP hugging the wall. Justin Pauling slapping the wall big time as the Falcon Tire Mustang. Here we go, Von Gint Jr., Odi Bakshis, give it chase. Von Gint Jr. high on the bank. Again, this one more time battle. Vaughn into that wall. Absolutely in it, but look at Odi plunging forward as Von Gint Jr. fills that rear clipping zone. Odi not backing down. Good angle from Odi. Coming around that last and final. Oh! Von Gint Jr. parks it. Again, Von Gint Jr. Most definitely, you know, he hiccuped there on the last run, but this was most definitely parking it.
Well, I was going to say that Odi did a much better job on this run right here, getting to Von Gint Jr.'s rear bumper better on the bank. Von Gint Jr. definitely got the better of the bank between the 2 drivers, but it was a nice job by Odi making up for that from the previous run. Vaughn is pretty much flawless right here all the way through. Just a little bit off that inside clip, but this is it right here. He makes a big mistake. He comes to a stop. That's got to be a 0. That was pretty much a
they're now going to alternate the order, and this is the one more time battle. These gentlemen, one of the fans here asked, have we seen 3 or 4 one more times? We have. We've seen multiple one more times. And again, this was a question from Jim in Greece. Jim, here you go. We'll see. Is he going to go one more time, or are we going to have a winner here? Odi Bakshis, strong on the bank. Oh, correction from Odi. As Von Gint Jr. dipped back a little bit there. And Von Gint Jr. falling back, definitely not up to snuff. That is it. I have to assume Odi Bakshis gets the win. Brian, Ryan, and Andy going to the judges. Odi, and there it is. It's unanimous. Odi Bakshis, United States Air Force, Nexon Tires, V8 S14 gets the win.
Robbie Nishida and Chris Forsberg coming up right now.
I love getting corrected online. I know, Casey Hoffman, that it's spelled Daigo, not Diego, and I know that Toyota makes Lexus, but we have specified there's a Lexus manufacturership and a Toyota manufacturership. So if you want to look, you go to formuladrifts.com and see the manufacturer standings for that. I'm very aware that Lexus and Toyota are sister companies. Here we go with our final battle of the Grade 8. Actually, no, not the final, because we have JTP and Nishida, or excuse me, not Nishida, but Osbo, as Forsberg through the power alley. Nice job. Look at Nishida. Coming up, oh, wow! Nishida getting hungry like the wolf. Make some noise for Forsberg and Nishida.
Well, here we go, Jared. Right out of the gate, Chris Forsberg comes out strong. Nice job on initiation. Robbie Nishida, you can see, initiates and comes back with a little bit of a flub right there. Gets close to Chris Forsberg here. Passes the GoPro right there. He makes a very large correction off the bank. Forsberg hits this outer zone, but he does go pretty wide off this first inside clip. He takes it wide, then he comes back in. You can see the judges are favoring Chris for most of the run. They give a little bit back towards the end.
These guys have seen battle once together, a few times together, but man, Chris Forsberg being a Formula Drift veteran, he has 164 overall matches with a 65% winning percentage compared to 76 overall matches and a 45% winning average to Nishida. As Nishida, that 2JZ powered Soar is blasting the bank right now. Let's see how they go in the power alley. Nishida on that touch and go area as Forsberg now sucks up wheel to wheel to Nishida. Nice job by Forsberg tapping that front clip. Oh, we have a verdict. Robin Nishida, Chris Forsberg, Brian, Ryan, and Andy. Turbocharged 2J versus the naturally aspirated VK56. Going to the judges. Brian, Ryan, and Andy say. One more time from Brian Eggert. Andy Yen says Chris Forsberg. Ryan Lantain says. One more time. They're going at it again. Now we have the Achilles Radial versus the Hankook Tire Machine. Turbo 2JZ Toyota Sora versus the V8 VK56 NOS Engineering 370Z. Make some noise, Evergreen Speedway. Who's going to join in the Final Four party? Nishida or Forsberg? Forsberg initiates into the bank. Nishida getting close as Forsberg lunges away, pulling away from Nishida. Nice job in that touch and go area as Nishida. Oh, Nishida, wow, getting close to that wall, lighting up the proximity sensor. Nishida getting close, not the degree of angle that Forsberg has, as Forsberg brings it all the way through. Robin Nishida is going to lead. Chris Forsberg going to give chase. We saw Nishida pull away from Forsberg on their first battle, and I know when Forsberg gets left behind, he really pushes harder and harder, but we'll see how it transpires here. But Forsberg, a really good chase job from him in the latter part on the previous run. Nice job from him so far. You see him get really close, good degree of angle. Here we go, Nishida and Forsberg. Forsberg for Brian Eggert, Ryan Lantain, Andy Yen. It's a one more time. Ryan Lantain says, Chris Forsberg gets the win. Odi Bakshis, Michael Essa, these gentlemen are in the Final Four. One of them is guaranteed carbon fiber. If you win, you're in the first and second place bracket. If you lose, you're in the third place consolation round. The sun is setting, but the action still continues. It's a beautiful night here, Evergreen Speedway. Make some noise, Northwest. Here we go, Odi Bakshis pulling away from Essa. Very uncharacteristic. Essa needs to pour on some more angle. Way lacking the angle is Odi tapping the brakes. Odi standing on the brakes. As Essa, woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, doctor, look at this. Here we go, send it. Frederick Osbo's going to lead. Chris Forsberg giving chase. Osbo initiating strong into the bank. Forsberg, wow, look at this, wheel to wheel. Are you kidding me? Come on, Northwest. Lighting up the proximity sensor, coming into the power alley. Here's Osbo, Forsberg diving in. Osbo the great, oh! Osbo parks it. And he broke, look at that. Talk about hella flush. Yo, that thing stanced out, son. Is that a Civic? No, it's not a Civic. Look at this thing. Ryan, let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, Chris Forsberg definitely improved on the bank. Remember that separation from the last run that kind of cost him. He's able to make up for it right here against Frederick Osbo. Very aggressive on the bank. As they come off the bank and into the touch and go, Frederick Osbo transitions into the first outer zone and then really comes to a slow stop right there. Looks like he stalls. You can see that there was some movement in the vehicle. He causes a forced hit.
Evergreen Speedway, are you ready to see some drifting? Make some noise, here we go, send it. Frederick Osbo is going to lead. Odi Bakshis is going to give chase. Let's liven things up here quite a bit. Here we go. Good job, Osbo initiated into the bank. Great smoke coming off those Hankook tires, a plume of it. Oh wow, Osbo with a bit of a correction, coming into the power alley. Odi doing a good job mimicking that of Osbo, and it looks like, wow, almost Osbo doing what he did against Forsberg, but keeps it sideways, maintains that angle all the way through the turn. Let him know you're here. All right, let's take a look at it again. Ryan.
Yeah, right out of the gate, you can see Odi definitely is trying to maintain pace. Frederick Osbo, he gets out of the gate pretty quick. Osbo snappy into the bank. Great angle right there. Odi had a little bit lesser angle on the bank than Frederick Osbo. Osbo makes a little correction. You can see right here, nice job on that touch and go. Odi's in proximity right here. Osbo, yes, it did get scary there for a second, as you mentioned, Jared, but he was able to get right back on it. The judges scoring it in favor of Frederick Osbo, and then in Odi Bakshis at different points in the run. So
Odi Bakshis is going to lead. Frederick Osbo giving chase. Just listen to these things burn. The V8 versus the 4-cylinder turbo. Odie Bakshi standing on the brake, slowing it down a little bit into the power alley as Frederick Osbo gets wheel to wheel with Bakshi. Can Bakshi get his first ever podium against Osbo, the Norwegian Hammer?
Well, great battle, Jared. Back and forth, both guys putting on a show for the fans here as we try to find out who our third place winner is going to be. Both drivers initiate into the bank. Odie's nice and high on a midline. Frederick Osbo's pretty much right there with them. Nice job on proximity as they come off the bank past the GoPro cam into the second outer zone. Osbo is there with Odie, who's putting on a really good line right here. You can see nice job on that inside clip. Let's watch the finish line right here. Anything that pops up in the smoke, Odie.
Here we go, results are in. Odie Bakshi's, Frederick Osbo, Brian, Ryan, and Andy. Let's go to the judges. Frederick Osbo, Ryan Lantagne says. Odie Bakshi's, Andy Jens says. One more time, they're going, one more time. We have the third place battle in one more time. Frederick Osbo, Odie Bakshi's. Seattle Evergreen Speedway, let me hear you stomp your feet, make some noise for our third place battle. Here we go, Osbo and Odie. Frederick Osbo initiating into the bank. Look at Odie Bakshi's door to door. He wants to get his first ever podium. Look at Bakshi's nosing in that V8 powered S14 and standing on it is Bakshi's. Very similar to Rami Nishida's chase job to Forsberg. Didn't mirror his angle exactly, but was close in proximity.
Frederick Osbo's definitely going to have to pay attention to his job on the bank when he chases down Odie. Odie does a great job on proximity. There is some wavering, but just look how close he is. You can see right here, a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of back and forth. There will be some deductions for that, but he will get some points for staying so close. Frederick, meanwhile, great lead run. Nice job right here on the second outer zone, and then shoots in here to the first inside clip. Take a look at the graph as the judges are scoring this in real time as they cross the line right there.
So we are finding out that Odie is officially out. Odie is officially out. Frederick Osbo is your third place finisher. All right, Evergreen Speedway. All of you guys on your feet, let's make some noise. This is the finals, Formula Drift, round 5. Let's make some noise. Michael Essa, Chris Forsberg, send it. Michael Essa is going to lead. Chris Forsberg is going to give chase. Initiated early is Michael Essa, GSR Sports BMW. Chris Forsberg lagging the angle, now pouring it on as Michael Essa comes tight to the wall. Chris Forsberg falling down quite a bit as Chris Forsberg coming into that power alley. Chris Forsberg tightening up, channeling up into the power alley. Nice job by Essa, scrubbing some speed. Now Chris Forsberg going door to door, wheeling in. Could he get more angle as Essa wraps around the final clip? Door to door.
Well, I got to tell you, this is definitely one of, if not the best crowds we ever deal with. Not only do they know how to entertain themselves with awesome paper airplanes, they are definitely very enthusiastic. You guys rock. Let's check out this run right here. Chris Forsberg, Michael Essa on the bank. Forsberg, great job on proximity, but check out this mistake right here. It's slight, but it is noticeable, and you can see the judges scoring it in favor of Michael Essa up on the top of the bank. Forsberg is able to close the gap right here. Michael Essa maintains a pretty good line, coming around into the first inside clip, and then transitioning into the second inside clip and the finish line with Forsberg right in tow.
Send it, here we go. Chris Forsberg, Michael Essa. Who's gonna get first place? The separation's already created as Chris Forsberg pulls away from Essa. Good degree of angle, good speed. Who's gonna hold it together? It's also mistakes from both drivers on the lead run. Now Michael Essa diving on the inside. The touch and go area. Chris Forsberg, look at Essa, wheel to wheel. Now alternating the order. Here comes Chris Forsberg around that final clip. Michael Essa nosing in, dropping back a little bit there. What do you guys think, Evergreen Speedway?
Well, what an awesome way to cap off this great event right here as we go to the replay. On the bank, Michael Essa definitely had some issues coming in very, very low on the bank, making a sizable mistake there. He gave a lot of his advantage back that he had in his lead run, even with Chris Forsberg making that mistake. And then watch, he's wide on that first inside clip and has a little bit of a problem staying with Chris Forsberg across the finish line. I can see that the judges look like they have a result.
I'll announce our third place winner, I'll announce our winner, and you'll know who got second place. Round of applause for the top 3 finishers here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Championship presented by GoPro. Third place here, round 5 of the Formula Drift Championship presented by GoPro. In the hand-cooked tires, Motegi Racing, Papadakis Racing, Scion, TC, Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer, Osbo. And now, your winner at round 5 of the Formula Drift Championship presented by GoPro at Evergreen Speedway. In the Los Angeles 370Z, it's Chris the Force Forsberg! In second place, in the GSR Autosports BMW, it's Michael Essa!